Alrighty guys, it is a Friday and I am at Value Village and I am going to see if I can find some things to thrift. Just really quick, since the channel is new and you guys are new to me and all that stuff, let me give you a little bit of a breakdown of what I look for inside of thrifting, inside of any thrift store really. So generally speaking, I sell better with jewelry, but right now I have literally more jewelry than I can list. I do a lot of jewelry jars, and the jewelry jars in the area that I live in are usually really good. Like the last one that I got probably 2 weeks ago had probably easily $300 worth of resellable vintage jewelry in it. So for some reason around this area, jewelry jars do really well for me. So I don't really need any jewelry. If I see a jewelry jar, I'll probably get it. If it looks good, I check it out first and then I get it. So jewelry is usually one of my best sellers. That's what I sell the best on Etsy. My next biggest thing, and this is kind of my addiction, which is probably why it's my next biggest thing, I have an addiction to very strange tchotchkes, like really weird stuff. So if I see anything really weird, I'm probably gonna grab it. I also love 80s stuff, so anything Rainbow Bright or Cabbage Patch Kids or anything like that, I will probably grab. So anyways, that's generally what I look for. When I'm looking to resell anything vintage, I'm looking to at least 3 times my profit. So if I buy something for $1.50, it has to be resellable for at least $6, but generally speaking, I will usually, 30 times my profit at that rate. If I spend $1.50 on something, it's probably because it's worth like, $25 or plus. So I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna thrift. It's gonna be a fairly silent video because what I'm gonna do right afterwards is I'm gonna pop back into here. Let's go on ahead and get into the thrift store.
thought you were talking to me for a second.
Like this. I'll go look at I think so, yeah. I'll go look in first and let it. No, I just pushed that out for Glenn. I don't know what Glenn is. It's right here. You want to run out to the front post and see if we have a movement? These ones? Mom, is that thing supposed to look like that?
What, this?
Yeah, the face. There's a little tray down there. Just stick it in there. Oh. Are you ready to check out? She'll be right with you on register 2.
Okay.
Here she comes. Yeah, Laura will help you there. We have a women's one that doesn't look like theirs, like a leopard. And then we have 2 short brown ones. They're not long. But they're oh, yeah.
Alright guys, so we have been thrifting, and I'm sorry that was actually a really short video. I meant to do more on that video. My battery died about halfway through, which I know is a rookie mistake. I usually have 2 batteries with me, but today I was kind of thrifting for fun and I completely forgot about it. With that being said, instead of just giving you guys a you know, a thrifting video, instead we're going to combine the two into a haul. So I'm going to show you exactly what we got. Actually, we got things all over the board. So I'll go over the figurines first, since that's kind of what you guys saw in the collectibles, since that's what you guys saw most of. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. So I actually ended up getting the bear and then putting the bear back, and then noticing that the bear was only $3.99. And so I went on ahead and I bought the bear. And the reason I bought the bear is because he feels very handmade to me. There is not a tag on him, and I'm gonna be posting him in a group later, but there's no maker's tag on him at all. And he looks hand stitched. He looks like he's got like kind of, it sounds weird, but he's got like, oh, let me find it. It just fell off like literally 5 seconds ago. But it's like, it's a rubber band. It's a petrified rubber band. So he's got like a petrified rubber band around his neck. And I feel like he's sewn together with like fishing wire. So I don't know. I really want to check him out. He's bizarre. And for $3.99, even if he's not worth anything, for $3.99, I thought, you know what? He might be worth $3.99. But he's just really cool looking. Like, I just feel like he's super cool. So the next thing on the list, and this is all going to be from the figurine section and the collectibles section, is this guy. Now, he was $3.99, and which is expensive. So I was at Value Village, and my experience so far, Value Village is insanely pricey, but I've already thrifted at a few other different thrift stores, and that was just quick and easy, and I just wanted to, they always have really good stuff. That's the problem with Value Village. They always have insanely good stuff, but it's always way more expensive than if you would have found it at Goodwill or, you know, any of those places. This guy is really, really cool. I actually am in love with him. So he looks like a little top hat lion. I think he's a lion, but it's safe to say he's a kitty cat. But he's got a little top hat on. He's got a little, you know, smirk with a tongue. I think he's really, really cool. So he used to have a little bow around his neck, so I may find a little ribbon and just tie one around there. Yeah, I kind of love him. I think he's adorable. Now, and he does say UCAG Co, UCAG Co, Ceramics Japan, and he's got a couple of different pricing stickers on him. He's got $5.60 written on his button chalk. So he's been around the block, I think, a few times. But the reason I got him, it was because literally about 15 years ago, I got her. And I don't remember how much I bought her for. She's been my little buddy. I named her Marjorie. Been my little buddy for literally years. And I've been watching for another one to go with her. So I feel like Marjorie has now found his friend. So I'm not sure if I'm going to sell him simply because Marjorie needs a friend. And I'm never going to get about Marjorie. So I don't know what to name him. So if you guys think of a good name, let me know. But this is Marjorie and this is her friend. So for $3.99, if I were to resell him, I would probably resell him for around the $15 to $25 mark. I have not looked up his values, but usually the ones with the fur on it tend to do a little bit better because they have a kind of a texture to him. His hair's falling out. He's going bald. Okay. This next one I am super stoked about. He was $1.49, and it is Droopy Dog. So I am really excited. I absolutely adore Droopy Dog. This could be a re-release. So he's, like I said, $1.49. I'm gonna peel that sticker back now that it is fully legal. He's a Funko doll, and he's from 2007. So again, he is not vintage, so I'm probably gonna put him on the eBay store, but I absolutely adore him. So yeah, he's just a little Droopy bobblehead doll. And like I said on the bottom, it says Droopy TM & Co, Turner Entertainment, Funko LLC 2007. Made in China. I absolutely adore him, so I'm probably going to, oh, I should leave a sticker on. I like to leave the stickers on until I log them. I clean them, I log them, that way I know exactly how much I've spent on everything, and that way if I have sales, I'll do a whole video on this later, but that way if I have a sale, or if I'm doing something where the price is dropped, or if I get a better offer, then I can take a look and see what I paid for it and make sure that I'm not going to just throw out a number and completely lose money. So this is my one regret of the day. This is, for some reason, every time I buy stuff, I do really well on everything. I have a pretty good eye, I think. I always have one item where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have gotten that. And I thought about this one, and I looked up the value. I looked it up on eBay. I looked it up on Etsy to see what people were selling it for. On eBay, it's going for about 20. On Etsy, it's going for about 30. I did end up grabbing this really cool iron ice cart, and the reason I grabbed it is literally because I think it's really cool. Sometimes I have a problem with not leaving things on the shelf, but he's fully ironed, he moves, all of his wheels are intact. Yeah, he's completely empty on the interior. So like I said, there are a lot of him online painted in different colors. This one's just in red and white and black, but I saw some online painted in blue and yellow, and so anyways, I think he's really cool. I'm gonna enjoy having him around. This I need to do research on. So this I got for $2.99, and he's a little kind of rattan wicker wicker style straw house, and he's incredibly detailed. There we go, that's much better. Okay, but you can see he's got little front porches, he's got little windows, he's got little doors, but this is what's super cool. He's a little jewelry box. So he's got 4 different levels of jewelry compartments. All it says on the bottom is made in China. There's just a little made in China sticker. So I'm sure that these are everywhere online. I'm sure they come in different designs. I'm positive they do. I feel like maybe I've run into one before, but look, there's even like decor, like really ornate. You cannot see it, but there's really ornate decor on the side of the house. Like, I have a really good camera. What the crap camera? Okay, the only thing that I think is missing is there is a little, I can't say for sure, but I think there is a roof missing on that guy. So he's $2.99. I'm gonna need to look up and see how much he goes for. He does have a few, like, really when I say a few, I mean one. He's got one little bitty bit of damage, which is on a railing up here. Next thing on the list, next knick-knack on the list, this guy. And I actually am not sure, I haven't looked it up, so it has a sticker on the bottom and it says LIS, Los Angeles, made in Taiwan. And she is, I'm gonna say she's a she. Really beautiful. I think she's just a figurine. Actually I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure she's just a figurine. Okay, I was gonna say if she's a bank, I'm gonna lose my crap. So, she's just a little carnival glass figurine. She's absolutely beautiful. I love her. I feel like she's vintage based on her butt. So if you look at her butt, you can see she's been around the block on shelves and stuff. So I really think that she's probably from the 60s or 70s, maybe 80s, but I don't feel like she's from this millennium, especially with the design and the style. Problem is the style is coming back, and so it's hard to tell what people are recreating in the world these days. She was $2.99. I will be listing her. I'm probably going to be listing her for about the $15 mark, but again, I really need to look online and figure out the value for her. So the next knick-knack that I got, and I love this. I have a few Smurf things, but this is $2.99. It's a little trinket jar, and for some reason for me, trinket jars do really well. So I'm hoping this one is going to do really well because it is a Smurf themed trinket jar. So this looks like it's Silly Smurf with ice cream cones, trying to eat the ice cream cones. He's got a little cherry on his hat. I absolutely adore it. He was $2.99. Again, Value Village is more expensive than what I would like. So I will probably be relisting this for around the $15-20 mark. $2.99 for me is really expensive. Like, generally if I found this at Goodwill, it probably would have been $1.99. But they don't seem to like to go below anything $3. So it drives me nuts. But anyways, on its butt it says Smurf Ceramic Collectibles, Porcelain, Wallace, Berry and Company. It says Van Nuys, California. It says 1982, made in Korea, and then it's got a whole bunch of initials that I'll have to look up. But either way, super cute, $2.99. Probably, I'm guessing, around the $15 mark. We'll find out. Who knows? So in the video, you guys probably saw me pick up this one, and then you probably saw me pick up another little kitty cat figurine. I ended up putting the other kitty cat figurine back simply because she ended up being a salt shaker. I loved her, and I would have snapped her up in a heartbeat had the pepper shaker been there. I know a lot of people will buy the singular salt and pepper shakers because they know someone out there is wanting them, but I have a general rule. I have to live with this stuff until it sells, so I do not want to own anything that I either don't like or is chipped or cracked or broken or in the needs to be fixed pile. I've only got about 6 things that need to be fixed, and the only reason I bought them is because I'm the one that broke them later. So I'm the one that nicked it or scratched it or broke the glass, and I'm like, oh crap, needs to be fixed, you know. This guy is $2.99, and I absolutely love him. He really doesn't have any writing on him. He's got what looks like a sticker that got peeled off, so it's just fabric on there now, it feels like. But I feel like he's from the 1970s. He's beautifully made. He's glass, probably porcelain actually, hand painted. Like, I absolutely adore him. So put that sticker back on his butt. He is $2.99. In all honesty, that's expensive for a figurine, and he's probably gonna go for between $10 and $13. So not too much of a profit on him, but he was another one that I bought because I just liked him. Last figurine. This is the last figurine. So this was $2.99. I have kind of a theory about any of the any cartoon characters really that are 90s and before. So Garfield, Smurfs, Rainbow Bright, He-Man, all of those things. If it's there, I'll get it. Now, the only time I am a little bit hesitant is with a character like Hello Kitty. Now, Hello Kitty's been around since I think the 1960s. 60s or 70s. She's been around for a really long time. But the problem is she's just as modern today as she was, you know, 30 or 40 years ago. The woman never ages. For instance, I picked up a set of sake cups for $1.50 last week, and they're Hello Kitty sake cups. They retail for about $45. They're not vintage, so they're going to be going on eBay. That's a huge profit. So, and it's one of those things where you got to try to find the things that Hello Kitty collectors want, but it's hard to get. So the sake cups are really hard to find. I snatched those up. Today there was a Pez dispenser that was, I kid you not, probably 2 feet tall, and it was a Hello Kitty 2 feet tall Pez dispenser, still in its box. But I hesitated and I thought, is this even going to be worth it? They had a $9.99 price tag on it. It retails online for 20 bucks. So that was just a 50% profit, or a double my profit basically, which is just not something I'm gonna go for. So for me, I didn't get that because I didn't want a giant Hello Kitty Pez dispenser hanging around my house for the next 3 months before it sells. I just did not want that. So instead, basically, I went ahead and left it on the shelf for 20 bucks. I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. It wasn't vintage. It was gonna have to go on eBay anyways. I'll post a link to my eBay store below so you guys can check that out. And of course, I'm also gonna be posting a link to all of these items inside of the Etsy store as well, so you guys can feel free to grab them. But anyways, this is Garfield. This is our next figurine. So it says handcrafted in Hong Kong by Aviva. He has, and he's $2.99. He's got a red velvet butt. And then up top, he's super cheap, guys. He is a super cheaply made for $3. This is probably how much he cost when someone bought him in the 90s or 80s. So he has a Garfield plaque on the front, and then I'll read you the bubble, but the bubble says, because my camera can't seem to focus on anything, the bubble says, some days I'm just not in the mood to be adored. And I absolutely adore him. So Garfield, you got problems, dude. And again, the whole thing is plastic, totally plastic, minus the velvet on the bottom. Ooh, he's got a date. He says 1978 on the back. It says United Features Syndicate, made in Hong Kong by Aviva. So he's a 1978 figurine, which is even better than the 1980s or the 1990s. So I'm really excited to check out his comps, but I'm guessing he's going to probably be around the $10 to $15 mark as well. So for $3, he's gonna be fun to have around for a little bit. I absolutely adore him. Let's go ahead and get this next thing out of the way. So this is moving past all of those aisles that we were looking at together. So I did not show you this, but I absolutely fell in love with it. And I haven't looked at the comps for this, but it was $7.99. It is probably not gonna make too much of a profit. It's probably gonna go up for about the 30 mark, but it's this just beautiful, cruel, I don't know how to pronounce it. The crazy lamp lady messed me up on that because she pronounces it wrong, but then she also pronounced it right. I can't remember the correct way. Anyways, so it's an absolutely beautiful handmade cruel, and it is signed in the bottom. It says Stella Myers, and it says, and this is not the date that it was created, but it says 1776 Boston State House. I can't read totally what it says. Her handwriting was not great, but it does say does say 1776. Oh, it is dated wonderfully. So on one side, and you probably cannot see this, on one side down at the bottom it says 1776, and on the other side it says 1976. So she did this 200 years after this building was erected, or after this scene happened. I'm wondering if she got it from a particular, like a photograph, or I'm gonna have to really do some research on this because it's really amazing. Like, she's done the clouds. She even did the little like monument statues on top of the building. Like, I'll put a picture, I'll put a link to this. You guys really need to go and check this out. But there's a little kid playing with one of those hoops, you know, the stick and hoops. But there's a person who looks like they're watering the ground. I don't understand that, or they're laying hay maybe, I don't know. But anyways, it's signed by Stella Myers. I'm very excited to check this out. On the back it says, J.W. born to Petersburg Hospital, Dolores Lund. I absolutely love it. It's not professionally framed, but it is beautifully framed. The back of it is pretty archaic, like it's just taped in there. Like I can actually see some of the, I can actually feel the yarn right here from this orange building on the side. So anyways, all right, so next on the list, and this is another item that Value Village, I swear to God, is so expensive, but this is $7, so $6.99, but it is a beautiful mint condition, hand painted wooden box. So it's got these little like wooden gold legs, and it's got painting on each side. Like, it is just really, really pretty. And then on the inside is just, it's just a little black box. So you guys, so this could be used, ooh, that's gross. I gotta clean that up. So this could be used for jewelry. This could be used for love letters. This could be used for pens and pencils on a desk. Really whatever you need a beautiful box for. So there is a black back, so that's probably the one that would go up against the wall. But I will probably post this for around $30. But yeah, I think it's absolutely stunning, and I'm actually gonna find a place to set. I'm gonna clean it up and find a place to set it on display in my own house until someone someone else decides to claim it. So this next one, I just really think is cool. It's got a little bit of age to it, but this is just a basically a brass decanter. It's really light, so I think it might be tin in brass. It's $3.99. It's in wonderful condition. I'm gonna get the dust off of it. Otherwise, I just think it's just super freaking cool. You could use it as a decanter, or you can use it as, you know, a beautiful floral vase, which is what I think you should use it for, because yeah. All right, this guy, I was on the fence for this guy. He's $2.99. The reason I was on the fence for this guy is because I was a little worried that he was modern. I don't really like to sell modern things unless it's just insanely cool. These actually go for a lot. These will go for 25 to 50 bucks, depending on the size, depending on the year. This one actually does have a date on it. This one was made in 1985 by a company called Carousel. So it is vintage, and that's actually what the tipping point was. The second I saw that on the front brass plate, I decided, you know what? He's still in working order. He's cool. I'm gonna get this sucker. So this is gonna be posted on Etsy, and yeah, he's just really cool. He's got a little quarter slot. You can put gumballs, or you can put, you know, whatever you want in here. I thought it was cool. I'm gonna get it. I'm probably gonna list him for probably around the $30 mark. So at $2.99, that's actually a really good deal. So occasionally, Value Village, you're doing things right. This next one is not a regret, but I think I could have done better. So this guy was $9.99. It's cool though. It is a huge brass shoe, and it's obviously for flowers. It's in great condition. It does need, I mean, you're gonna put water, and it looks like somebody planted something in this one, which to me is weird. Yeah, he's super cool. He's got a copyright symbol, but no actual name on the bottom. I did look him up online before I purchased him. He sells for anywhere between 30 and 50. So I will be, yeah, I'll be posting him for probably about 35. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, the next one that we have is this, and it was $2.99. I absolutely adore it. It says cucina on it, which is Spanish for kitchen, which is fun. He's already got the hole in the back ready to be hung, but he's just, I love it. It's like subway tiles, and there's green around the edges. Hey guys, so there was a little bit of an attire change. Turns out I thought I was recording for like the last 3 or 4 minutes of that video, but somehow it decided not to help me out with that. So I've got to figure out what is going on with my camera. It's making a weird clicking noise, like it can't quite focus. It's not focusing right. It's telling me it's recording when it's not recording. Anyways, so I will get that all figured out. But luckily it got everything in the video except the very, very tail end, which was me saying thank you guys for tuning in so much. If you guys have any questions about any of the products, I've linked to everything that I'm selling below. I tried to give you guys a good idea of what I'm going to be selling, what I'm going to be keeping for myself. But if you guys have any questions about why I picked something or why I left something behind, feel free to let me know. I would love to answer those questions for you. You guys can plug them in the question and comment area below. And with that being said, if you would like to like this video, that would be amazing. We're just getting this channel started off, and any little bit helps. So if you guys want to like the video, that would be great. If you guys want to hit that subscribe button, that would be even better. I like butter. And to take it just a little bit further, if you want to click that little bell, that would be amazing, because then you will be notified when I go live or when I post any new videos. So that's always fun. I plan on updating videos a couple of times a week, and then slowly we're going to build out a schedule and figure out what works best for me and what works best for you, and it will be glorious. So I will see you guys in the next video, and yeah, bye.